then that would eliminate any of the commercial traffic that would go there anyway, in that regard.
Vast majority of it, sure.
Yeah, okay, but the question that I have is that there are some cases where, throughout town, there are individuals running a business, whether it be legal or illegal, who have their trucks on residential streets. Now, I don't recall if Wright Street is a residential street. It is, okay. Do our bylaws restrict, and I think they do, commercial traffic other than UPS or something like that to and from a business? No?
No, it limits activities in residential neighborhoods, but it doesn't limit access of commercial vehicles through neighborhoods.
I don't think there's ever been any complaints about a commercial vehicle parked on that street, right? They drive right onto the Smith property.
Oh, no, there's been lots of complaints over the years in relation to
But
the
for
level
travel,
of activity.
for travel, yes.
Accessing through Rice Street
Yeah.
forever.
No, I understood that. I'm talking about like up in Linwood, the vehicles were being parked on the street.
Right, yeah, within sight of
That's,
the neighbors and all the rest, yeah, this is not necessarily the case here.
so this issue really, in terms of the commercial aspect of the use on the property is, again, a zoning.
Different issue.
That's a
Yeah,
separate, that's a
Separate
separate
issue.
issue.
No, I
That was a
understand.
separate issue that, in the first draft,
Right, it was
was
very
a major
explicit,
issue. Right.
but I still have some concerns regarding the language about town agrees not to limit access. I think I'd feel more comfortable if that particular clause was removed from this clause, but.
I don't know how the negotiations went
Where-
in relation to the specifics on this.
We've been talking about this for a couple of years, so the negotiations have kind of reached the end stage.
No, but we,
That's why it's here before you.
yeah, we had a lengthy conversation here, the last time we had it on the agenda, but I thought we all walked away comfortable with this
Yeah.
language. Because we talked about there being commercial vehicles that do have to
No, I
enter
don't,
down.
I just have some reservations regarding
Is it-
voting yes in favor of this with that particular clause.
And that's because of the
I just,
business that potentially runs out of
I think if there becomes an issue and there's another board or committee in town that wants to limit whatever's being done at the Smith property, this may be then held up in defense of that.
Excuse me,
Again,
Mr. Chair?
just the way that it's worded, Mr. Chairman, if I might, this, town agrees not to limit or prevent access to the Smith property by commercial vehicles. That's fine. We agree not to do that anyway, but that does not mean that whatever
Right,
activity is
this
taking
is-
place there
Right.
can't be limited
Right.
under other sections of the bylaws or general laws or anything else.
And if I may ask, throughout town, we can't do that anyway, is that
Well,
correct?
no, there were certain, I see it, I don't know if we have any in town or not, but we've seen in other communities, no
No-
commercial
no
vehicles.
commercial
vehicles
traffic,
on their
no commercial
street.
vehicles.
Well,
But that means there's another way of accessing.
Let me ask it this way. On Park Street, at the corner of Concord and Park, Park Street, as you probably know, goes to the right. There's a sign there. No trucks greater than two tons. Okay, so that's a restricted roadway, I presume. Now, it happens all the time. That's something that has to be
And
discussed.
that was a direct result of the trucking terminals and everything else that was built on Concord
Right.
Street, where they didn't want people accessing Concord Street through the neighborhood, coming through Wilmington and that way, make them
Right.
come down 93
So
or
then
62.
we do have that restriction.
Otherwise, what would happen is they get off at 62 and they'll zig down that road that runs parallel with, I don't know the name of the street,
Uber, over,
and then down the rest of Park.
right, they can come down that way, yeah.
Okay, are we through discussing this at this point? We have a motion, and we have a second? Oh, no, we haven't read the motion.
I haven't read the motion yet. Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the cross easement access agreement between the town of North Reading and Linda M. Smith dated July 27th, 2010.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Prisco, seconded by Mr. Yule. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
No.
4-1. Make a note that Mr. Delaney is in opposition. Okay, next item on the agenda is discuss future meeting dates, and I'd like to carry that right into through September, if we can, best we can. I know this, August, this month is vacation month, and then next thing you know, we're in,
Just the agreement will be at the town clerk's office when you have an opportunity.
this could be signed by,
Sign.
Yeah, that's right.
did you get your,
Yes, I did, I just haven't been sworn in yet, so.
okay, all right.
Two copies.
Sworn in, it's,
Oh, to notarize?
There's 2 copies need
Yes.
to be,
Must have been our references.
It was.
You know, our vouching for your character must have done something for you.
Roland,
Pay the
I'm
fee.
sorry, Mike, what were you?
no, there was a note here. It says 2 copies need to be notarized. They are town clerk's
Yeah, right.
office.
And Greg hasn't got his certification yet. So on the motion,
We already,
we did.
we did that. Now we're talking about meeting dates.
Right, meeting dates, sorry. I keep going back to things.
No, it's okay.
All right, so,
enough.
what I wanted to do was to make sure that we are available, which would be August
16th.
16th. Everybody okay with that?
I will be on vacation that week.
You're gonna be on vacation that week, so I thought
Yeah.
we'd be running into some issues.
Yeah, the following week, I think I might be away that Monday, but
It's a whole week you're gonna be away?
Yes.
Okay. Well, August has, 5 Mondays, so how about the following week? Steve, you're gonna be away for the whole week, or
Yeah.
just,
well, the beginning of the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think. But I've never been sensitive about, we have business to transact. There are
no, I know,
times when
I
not
mean,
everybody can
that's
make it.
true.
So
I'm
that's
just
okay,
saying,
you know.
well, we could meet on the Thursday.
Well, the majority can meet on the 16th.
Well, the majority could have met, yeah,
Could be
right.
on the
sure.
23rd, too. Again, to me, I'm not, what was it? Jeff might want to
How
have
do you
stronger
feel
feelings
about
about it.
You're doing this, you're concerned about the 16th is what? Is just the
That
meeting?
you,
or is-
can't
no,
make it.
I'm just trying to see where everybody is. If
Well,
you
yeah, I mean, I
don't,
hate to miss a meeting, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
But, I don't want to put anybody out. But if you could do it, you were thinking of the 23rd? Is that you were thinking as well? But Steve can't be there?
Steve
so
can't make it on the
it- so
23rd, and I
it-
think in fairness, then,
If, Steve can't, then, if you did it on a Thursday, then, I don't mind, on the 26th.
Thursday is the 26th, if I'm reading that right. Everyone make the 26th?
I think so, but again, if you want to schedule for the 26th, then if I can be there, I'll be there. But again, it's fine. I think I'm going to be around 26th.
Okay. Thank
Great, 26th?
it's fine.
And then in September,
That's the 26th, you say?
yes,
So the town's safe for 2.5 weeks. We won't be meeting, almost 3 weeks.
well, I mean, there's always the potential of some emergency meeting or something coming up. And then September, we would meet on the 6th and the 20th,
But the 6th is a holiday.
Right.
so it'll be the 7th. Everyone
Seventh,
okay
I
with?
believe I'm going to be out of town on business, but again, don't hold it up for me. So that's when we normally meet.
All right, well, let's tentatively say the 7th, and then you can give us an update at our next meeting. And then the 20th.
20th.
And then, if there are any, when do we sign the warrant, Greg? When do we need to sign the warrant? That might change this.
It's usually around the 15th, isn't it?
Around the
16th?
13th, around the 13th. Around the 13th, I was gonna have a calendar, and I put the 13th down as a date that we should sign the warrant.
Meet on the 13th and the 27th?
Yeah, we're actually meeting, because we're meeting as late as the 27th. How about meeting on the 13th and the 27th instead?
I thought that was a great idea.
Instead of the
And-
7th.
Right, and then October town meeting will be the following Monday,
Good timing.
and we'll sign the warrant on the 13th.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's gonna be the,
13th and 27th?
and in August, it'll be the 26th.
I may have a problem with the 26th, actually.
Me too.
In
I'm
August,
sorry.
you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so let's go back.
Then it's.
Thursdays,
then let me not
Thursdays
hold
are
us.
tough.
What?
Let me not hold everything up.
All right, okay, so we're gonna go back to our regular meeting dates in August.
Which was the
16th.
Just don't vote me out.
And then if there is an issue for something, in August that comes
We won't
up,
talk about snow removal or sidewalks that day.
Don't even
All right.
go there.
Yes,
Promise.
I'm the guy.
Promise, we won't do it that day.
okay, there we go.
Let's move on.
And if need be, what's people's availability on August 30th if something came up?
Yeah, I'm fine.
yeah, I'm fine with that.
Not scheduled, but, okay, Greg, we all set?
Always.
Yes?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, update on the water emergency, Mr. Belkonis.
Give me 1 second just to reconcile my calendar, because if I don't,
Probably a good idea.
things will drop through. If you could just refer to your packet this evening, there was a written update that was provided by the Director of Public Works. It's labeled as number 7. And what the report shows is that 3 weeks ago, as a result of Andover reducing the water flow, we were down to under 70% capacity. And as of this morning, and throughout the weekend, the town was in excess of 99% capacity. So certainly the emergency situation has greatly improved as a result of the fact that people are complying with the mandatory water emergency order. And primarily, the use of automatic sprinkler systems has been greatly curtailed throughout the community due to the cooperation of a number of residents, and it's very much appreciated. As you know, it's still been warm and dry, and the Public Works Director has indicated a number of things that he's looking at. The first would be looking to relax the restrictions on the outdoor watering ban, that we need to document the emergency actions and update our emergency response plan. I think it worked pretty well, but we didn't anticipate that Andover was going to reduce our water flow after the water levels had already stabilized. Third thing is documenting our public information and looking how we can get the word out better to the public. One of the things that we're looking at is the reverse E911 system. Possible revision of the water emergency bylaws to provide operational flexibility, and that would be an item for October town meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Review our contract with Andover and have discussions with Andover, which are opening at this point concerning future water supply restrictions similar to what we experienced. Examination of purchase of water from some of our neighboring communities, and consideration of additional emergency and permanent water supplies from other sources. So those are the items that are recommended, and you'll note from the map that's attached, there are great number of communities that have mandatory restrictions, even over what you had seen 2 weeks ago. So we are not unique. The whole Ipswich River and Charles River basins, which are the northern strip and the southern strip, as you look at the map, those are the areas that are covered, and they are the most stressed and critical that we have. So we will wait until we have a period of sustained wet weather, and then there'll be some consideration given to relaxing the emergency ban if this situation does restore itself back to normal.
Yeah, when is, Andover has not lifted their restriction yet?
No,
Is there any
We-
anticipated timeline on that, do you know?
not at this point, although, as you can see from the letter, we are, our usage is down considerably, so we're not, that restriction doesn't affect us in any way whatsoever.
But it doesn't matter. It shouldn't have. We should have picked up the phone already, called Andover.
We did,
And told them to lift it,
we did.
and they should have done it.
Well,
They didn't.
no, they also put a restriction on their own residents,
I
too.
don't care. We have a contract. We have an agreement. We have a contract and agreement.